All right, so you've done it. You've invested in a healthcare franchise, you've got that big recognizable brand name behind you. But here's the real question. Is anyone in your actual town finding you when they need help? That is the challenge we are tackling today. How to go from just owning a franchise kit to truly owning your local market.
This question, man, it gets right to the heart of the matter, doesn't it? You legally own the rights to operate in certain zip codes, that's a fact. But do the people who live there, your potential patients, do they think of you first? When they're searching online for help, can they even find you? It's this gap, this huge gap between legal ownership and real market presence that we are going to unpack right now.
So first things first, we need to completely dismantle a really common and honestly a pretty costly belief. Let's dive into Section 1, the franchise fallacy. This is the big idea that just buying into the franchise is somehow enough to guarantee a steady stream of local clients walking through your door. I mean, think about it like this. Your franchise fee, it gets you the brand, the systems, the playbook, all great stuff. But the three things that actually drive local growth, visibility, credibility, and relevance, well, those aren't in the box. You have to build them yourself from the ground up. And that is exactly where so many fantastic franchise owners get stuck. So let's break this down. The myth is that owning in territory means you automatically own the market.
Without visibility, your business will not grow. I want to invite you to the next brand awareness event. It's designed for healthcare entrepreneurs who are tired of chasing leads, frustrated with the inconsistency of referral sources, and disappointed by the outcomes of paid advertising campaigns. This event is for you. We'll cover topics like how your content can start showing up on AI platforms like ChatGPT and Perplexity. We'll cover how to convert your website into a patient acquisition portal. And we'll talk about how to amplify your brand. This is the opportunity you've been waiting for. It's the insight and the information you need to fuel your growth. It's the brand awareness event. It's my personal invitation to you. I look forward to seeing you.
But the reality is that true ownership comes from achieving local visibility. It's pretty simple. If a potential patient searches for the exact services you offer and your name doesn't pop up, then to them, your territory rights are completely and totally invisible. And this applies to the brand's reputation too. It's easy to assume that because you have the official IP rights, you're the default choice. But let's be real, patients don't choose a clinic based on intellectual property law. They choose based on local trust. And that's something you have to earn right there in your own community. And finally, here's the last big trap, relying only on the brand name. Now look, it's a great head start, absolutely. But to really connect with people, you have to create market relevance right where you are. The national brand isn't talking about the local high school's football injuries or the specific health concerns of your neighborhood. That's your job. Okay, so if that's the fallacy, how do you know if you're caught in it? Let's move on to Section 2 and do a quick little self-check. We're going to look at the common telltale signs that your business might be kind of invisible online. All right, I want you to take a really honest look at this list. Are your referrals just all over the place, totally inconsistent? Is your website traffic basically a flatline? Maybe you rank for the big franchise name, but you're nowhere to be found for something specific, like physical therapy for runners in Springfield. If any of this is starting to feel a little too familiar, that's a huge red flag. It's a clear sign of that gap between owning the franchise and truly owning the market. All right, enough about the problems. Let's shift gears and focus on the goal. What does it actually look like? And what does it feel like to be winning? Let's jump into Section 3 and explore the look of ownership. This right here, this is the bullseye. True market ownership. It's not a legal term you find in your contract. It's a state of being. It's that moment when your specific location becomes the place to go for expert care in your community. You're easy to find, you're trusted, and people see you as the direct solution to their specific problems. So what does this actually look like in the real world? Well, it means you're ranking for the intent behind what a patient is searching for, not just your brand name. Your website, your blog, your social media, it feels like it was written just for them. And get this, you're starting to show up in AI search platforms like ChatGPT. Your brand feels less like a corporate office and more like a trusted local expert.
This really just boils it down to two types of owners, right? On one side, you have the playbook follower. They do everything by the book, they check all the boxes, but they're basically invisible when it comes to local search. And then on the other side, you have the market owner. They take that playbook and they build on it with a smart local strategy. They aren't just waiting for demand, they're out there actively capturing it. So the question is, which one are you?
So how do you become that market owner? That's what this next section is all about. Let's get into section 4 and lay out your local playbook, the actual, actionable steps you can start taking today.
This quote right here, this is everything. It's the essential mindset shift you have to make. You simply cannot outsource your local growth. The franchisor, they give you the tools, they give you the brand, but building the market, well, that's on you. And yeah, it's a huge responsibility, but it is also incredibly empowering when you think about it.
Okay, so here's the game plan. It's a clear 4-step process. Step 1, rebuild your local SEO around the things your patients are actually searching for. Step 2, do a full audit of your digital footprint and fix any credibility gaps you find. 3, differentiate yourself. Figure out what makes your location special, even from other clinics in your own network. And finally, number 4, position yourself as the authority, not just another choice on a long list. So we've covered the problem, we've identified the goal, and we have a plan. Now we've got to turn all that knowledge into action. In our final section, we're going to answer the big question, what's your first move? This is your starting block. Seriously, before you get lost in some complex strategy, just do this one simple test. Tonight, open a private or incognito browser window and search for your most important services in your city. And here's the key, don't search for your brand name, search like a real patient would. Where do you show up? Are you on the first page? Are you even there at all? The answer to that question is going to tell you everything you need to know about where you stand right now. So, at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. The goal isn't just to be a good franchisee who follows all the corporate rules. The real goal, the one that leads to real, sustainable growth and a lasting impact, is to actually win your market. So, which game are you playing?